What's good? What's good?
Hello, how are you?
I'm cool. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to speak to you. So happy to have you here.
That's what's up.
I mean, let's introduce you the right way.
Hmm.
We got born in so you're Trinidadian and Tobago from Tobago.
Well, yeah, from Trinidad. Like Tobago is too small of a country, so they had to merge them together as one country. So
Got it. Look at
Trinidad.
me. Nice. And you were born over there?
Yeah, I was born there and I moved to America when I was like 8 years old. So I've been in America most of my life, but my culture and is still very much Trini.
Oh my goodness, I love that. There's nothing like good old culture and and
What's up,
always
everybody?
knowing where you're from and just always giving to that. So I'm sure that pours out in your music, that pours out in everything you're doing. At what age did you start? Because I found it different that you went to school, you graduated from music, you went to the School of Music.
Uh-huh.
So what age did this start? Because we don't usually get artists like that, not for nothing. It's
Yeah,
usually a hobby that that people
right.
follow. And then later on, so talk to us about that.
Well, I mean, it's the thing is about like before I go into that, it's just life takes everyone on a path. Like I don't even know if you when you were 8 years old knew you were gonna be like in radio personality or whatever. It's like for me, I used to have so many other hobbies and things that I like. But yeah, when I was like 18, I went to college. I went to Berkeley College of Music and then got my bachelor's degree there. And then since then, I just been taking the things that I learned there from peers and from the school to take that into my career in music and stuff. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And what about guitar? You've always been playing the guitar?
Yeah, I actually taught myself the guitar when I was 6 years old. I just literally just picked it up and I started playing it. And I was like, and my dad had like used to have jam sessions at his house, and I started playing what they were playing, and they freaked out and went and got my dad and was like, "Yo, do it again." And I was like, "Okay." I so I just been like just been playing guitar. You know what I'm saying? And I actually played professionally.
Wow.
Played for a lot of different artists and yeah, it's something that I take pride in just being a musician as well as an artist.
And a musician that you taught yourself. I mean, I'm sure later on you had to get into the real deal. But
Yeah,
the fact that you taught yourself is something so beautiful.
for sure. Appreciate
And
that.
who have you played for?
I played for a lot of different artists in Atlanta. Like I played behind 112. I played behind
Ooh, don't say 112 like that's regular.
oh nah, yeah, no, it's
Like
like a lot of OG.
112, like that's the
A lot,
real stuff.
yeah, a lot of I played it behind Angie Stone, like a lot of people
Amazing.
in like Atlanta, like there was this restaurant that they had a showcase thing every week. But most people know me from playing guitar for Jidenna. I used to play guitar for Jidenna, who's still a homie of mine. But I stopped playing with them probably 2 years ago now. So I played from 2016 to 2017. So I mean, it was fun. I had the time of my life. Got to travel the world, so it
I
was
was
all.
gonna say that, and now talking about traveling the world, and now we have to be in this little. We're kind of paused right now, right? I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
say pause, but we're living through something that changes everything. So, how has that? What has that done to you musically? Like when it
To,
comes to your writing, when it comes to performing, talk to us about that.
to be honest with you, a lot of people ask me that, and honestly speaking, prayers to everyone that's been struggling, having a hard time. But honestly, this is the best space I've ever been, creatively, like opportunity wise. Because real talk, I live a quarantine lifestyle, anyways. Shout out to Casey. I see you in there, and but yeah, I've literally even before quarantine, she knows. It's like I told her, I was like, I literally don't go out. I don't really go places. I'm just locked in and I'm just recording and writing music and being productive and honing in on my craft. So when this quarantine hit, it's like, oh, this is normal life for me. So a lot of people, man, depressed and want to go out. This is I'm like, yo, I finally don't seem like a weirdo because everybody has to do this. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's like to be honest, I was living in Atlanta, and I just moved to Los Angeles 2 months ago, and so I was able to move through a pandemic. And one of the high, like it's really expensive to live in LA, but it's just like God's been opening so many doors, and I've been able to be so productive and grow my fan base that opportunities are so vast that I could move across the country and really take my career to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's beautiful to hear. I know I saw some memes that said, I'm happy that now, though I don't seem like the weirdo who doesn't like to go out now that
Right.
everybody's.
The introvert. I'm,
Yes, not the
I'm
weirdo. That's a better word.
I'm a very people person. It's just like people don't even know. Like I was born in a dirt yard in Trinidad and Tobago. It's like the evolution of my family and the what my last name means is like I come from poverty, and so that's why I work so hard, because I'm trying to change the legacy of my family and my family's family and the future of what Gittens means. So my whole purpose is different, and that's why my grind is gonna seem different to everyone. You know.
And you saying about your purpose being different, that's such an amazing point that you said there. Because when we come to just being in this country is a blessing,
Yeah.
for immigrants who come in and they come from a struggle to just being here is more than enough, to
Yeah.
just keep pushing and keep
I
focused.
I always say that even poor people in America live better than regular people in other countries, you know? It's like where I was from, like you were well off if you had an air conditioned unit in your house in Trinidad. Like me growing up in like the early 90s and stuff. And so, but yeah, it's just everything is perspective in life, you know? It's
That's
like you
right.
might think you have it, but there's someone that has to freaking walk a mile to and from work, and then they're getting paid a quarter of what you're getting paid, and they have a whole family they have to provide for. So everything is just perspective, you know.
That's so real. And now let's talking about this and the struggle, and let's talk about your numbers here, because we got
Okay.
1.6 million on Vine,
Hmm.
320K on TikTok, 100K on YouTube, 13 million streams on Spotify.
You know
I
what's crazy?
mean,
I actually gotta update that, because everything in that has been like this year it's kind of like peaked up. So I'm at like 200
ooh,
I'm at like 260 on YouTube, and on Spotify I have like almost 20 million streams now. And yeah, no, I really
I love that.
yeah, I appreciate that, but I gotta go back and fix those numbers. But no, it's 2021 is it's even gonna be like I've done a lot of work, and the big thing about life is just like building a strong foundation
That's right.
and a root, so that when everything, because opportunity is when preparation meets success is when opportunity meets preparation, you know. As I've been taking all these years
Yes.
just make like perfecting my craft and actually get into a good mental space, because I wanted that kind of success when I was like 23, 24. But to be honest with you, no, I don't know where I would have been if I would have gotten that then. So I feel like now I'm at a space where whatever I felt like I deserved from God when I was 24, I feel like I'm ready for that now, you know?
And it's so true what they say, right? You get
Yeah,
it when you're ready for it. Because when
yeah,
you get what you really want, you're like, truly, like, the appreciation is different, the mentality is different, the growth, the maturity,
hmm,
so special. And you saying that with the numbers and everything, I love how interactive you are with your fans. That's one thing. Your numbers show because, I mean, we love you through the
appreciate it.
internet. The playing the guitar, just being at one, all the covers you're doing, your beautiful voice. I mean, it's something that, have you taken to that? Because now, we say, you being an introvert, and we're saying that right now with the pandemic and everything. How has that been with social media? Have the fans have taken to you even more now?
I mean, to like anyone that sees me, like I usually try and do the best I can. But to be honest with you, communicating with a lot of supporters and fans is like it's a task in itself. To the
That's right.
point where sometimes it's overwhelming for me. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And I'm such a people person. I try to please people. But like when you grow up in older and more experienced, you can't please everyone. You know,
That's right.
and I'm the kind of person that's like, people will be like, hey, I'm such a fan. I live in Indonesia. Can you send a birthday saying happy birthday to my sister Sharon? And I will be like, dang, I'm tired. I just did a studio session. It's 2 a.m. And I go on my phone and I just sing a happy birthday and send it to him.
That's
And
beautiful.
and I've done that hundreds of times, like in the past couple of months, and that's kind of like me paying tithes or like paying my dues of just giving back to people, because like I know that little small thing that took me 15 seconds could be something that stays with them for the rest of their life, you know.
Yep.
And so I know
And
there's
that's extra personal, because I was just simply talking about your videos, the way you post with playing your guitar. I feel like that in itself is so intimate. You
yeah,
know, us fans, we feel like we're right there with you. We feel like we're experiencing. It's like our little personal show. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's like I don't know. I definitely feel like God gave me a gift, and it would be a crime for me not to share that or to be the best that I can be for people out here. Because especially in a time like this, people want something that's real and that's intimate. And so I'm just glad that I could make some people's day a little bit brighter by singing and playing guitar.
That's beautiful. All right, so now we have Alone. When did Alone drop?
Yo, Alone dropped in like September 10th. But so I on my social media I do covers, but then I would do an original song to kind of be like a taste tester to see what people think about it. Love you too, guys. But it's like a taste tester. So I put Alone out because I literally just was sitting there and I was watching TV, and it was the first time I heard the term social distancing, because remember it became a thing. And I was just like,
Yes.
yo, social distancing. I was like, that's cool. So then I just started writing down social distance. And then it turned into just like this song. And I was just like, I knew that a lot of people would relate to it, because especially in these days, it's just like, it's almost like I mean, a lot of true time, everyone's had trouble with love, you know what I'm saying? And so
Yes.
it's just like this kind of love that people are what you call it, like so accustomed to these days. It's not necessarily an ideal one. And so I just wrote a song where it's just like, sometimes you'll be with someone and then it's like, what's the point? And so the punchline is like, if this is what love is, then I'll rather be
I'd
alone. You know what
rather
I'm
be
saying?
alone. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it's what's crazy is even to the point where I have a friend that mixes records for my brother and I, and he had just went through a breakup, and when he was mixing the song, he's like, man, this is my favorite you've done, because he's like, this is what I just went through. You know what I'm saying? And it meant so much more to him because he could relate to it. So I've been having a lot of feedback of people saying it's a very relatable song.
And especially what we're going through right now, right? The pandemic and everything. You saying earlier, you know, with the depression and people's mental health, that song is a song that, you know, we always get the love songs that if we're not in love, we don't really want to hear it. So a
Right.
song like that to drop at a time like this, it's just, it puts being alone into a different perspective. Because I always say, those that are afraid to be alone, that's not really a way to look at it. You
Hmm.
know, because you should always have self, you should always have your faith, you should always have something to look for. You should never truly feel alone, or be okay when you are alone, to be in your own space, you know. So that song kind of gives that, and I love that.
For sure, appreciate it.
So
But
what's next? What could we expect next for you, Will?
so what's next is actually I'm running off 6 hours sleep last night. Shout out to my homie Snell. And shout out to my big brother. So my brother and I, we do music together.
Nice.
We're fully independent and we own all our masters. And like
Amazing.
going through with all the success that I've had here, I've maintained my independence, which in the long run is the most important thing in this industry. You know what I'm saying? But so I did a jingle. I started to get more active on TikTok because I'm realizing that it's a huge engine for independent artists. So I started to go do
Yes.
there. Actually, this is the same spot. How I sit here and I'll just play my guitar and I post it on social media. And so I came up with this jingle, and it's like, this is my age, this is my sign, this is where I live, this is what I like. And it's literally just giving people an opportunity to say, because I know I'm from Trinidad, but I live in LA now, and like I like basketball, I like this, and I love my family, I love God, and it's like, so it's giving people opportunity to kind of like show who they are just in a little brief moment. And it blew up on TikTok. And so now it almost has 100,000 people made videos to it on TikTok. And I was just like, wait a minute, like what? And so for me to capitalize on this blow up, I made a song and I wrote it with my friend AJ. And my brother produced it, and it's dropping on Friday. So we just got
Yay. Super, super exciting. Oh my God. You see, I love it. You're truly just, I mean, you're super genuine, and just your whole journey just seems like you're just true to yourself. And that's
appreciate.
something so, so important, especially being an immigrant from Trinidad. your accent, the culture, just the way you saying right now, making that song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a teacher and I teach English to the immigrants when they come into the
Oh,
country,
wow.
right? Yeah. So I take to this so much. And you with this song and this whole TikTok challenge, it just shows like how you're making immigrants feel like they're a part of it. It don't matter where you came at from the world, you could
Right.
stomp in New York and be here for a month and feel like you're from New York, and that's okay.
Right.
So I love that.
For sure.
Yo, Will, you are a true light. I thank you for everything, and I wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Well, oh, best of luck to you as well and everything that you're doing.
Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll speak really soon.
We will. We will.
Okay, good.
Thanks again, Casey, for making this connection. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much. Again, from me, Dash, Justina Love, we thank you. We appreciate you. Happy holidays soon.
Thank you. Much love.
Later.
Peace.
That was Will Gittens, y'all. He was super genuine, that was super special. I love it. I'm gonna cry. Guys, stay locked with us. You already know, Dash Radio, Justina Love.